kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty.
Yo! She is annihilating them.
No, that was pretty funny. You're digging
Annihilation.
You're digging for poverty. And honestly, some of these girls, to see who they got pregnant by, it's like, God damn it. She might actually have a good argument here.
Digging for poverty is a new line. That is new. Yeah.
I was surprised when my child's mother had a baby with me. I was like, God damn, she must be digging for poverty.
She was digging for love.
She's digging for poverty and bus tickets. All right.
You kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
Let's say, first of all, I want gold diggers to admit that they're gold diggers, okay? Obviously we don't know this woman, but she obviously, at least to me, prefers to be with men of a higher income status.
Yep. Yep.
There's nothing wrong with being a gold digger. If you're a gold digger, just own it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Everyone in this world wants someone of a particular ilk. They want a particular caliber of a person.
And security, too.
And security. There's nothing wrong with being a gold digger. Absolutely. And these dudes that get with you, unless they're freaking completely just dumb, they know you're a gold digger and you're in it for the money.
Yep.
So, like, yeah, if you're a gold digger, just own it. Yeah, we all want a particular type of person, right? There's nothing wrong with being a gold digger.
Nope.
As long as you're not scamming people or lying to people.
Or digging for poverty.
Or digging for poverty or being manipulative. There's nothing wrong with being a gold digger, mamas, ladies. If you want a man who is rich and well off, if you could get him, do your thing.
Yeah, that was the bar. She really dropped the bar on them. She really dropped the bar.
Anthony Edwards, and I'm presuming here, went in with no protection.
Yep.
You agreed, right?
100%.
Shot the club up.
Yep.
And knew, obviously, like many of us know, once you shoot up the club up,
you're going to have a kid, buddy. Come on.
That's what comes with it. And we know at that point, your fate is in that woman's hands if she's going to have the baby or not.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, not to you per se, but to the audience. A girl gets pregnant by an NBA player, good-looking guy, young, a millionaire. What is the possibility of her aborting that child?
Close to nothing.
Exactly.
But, you know, I have another question here.
Yes.
She's gorgeous, by the way, this girl.
She is absolutely beautiful.
And my question is, and I understand that, you know, the world is his oyster at his age and with the money he has.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around his thought process. Like, does he think he can get way better than her? Like, she's like really gorgeous.
It could be a personality thing. I don't know what it is because he has
her coochie might stink. You never know.
I'm not going there with it. I think she takes great care of herself by the way she looks.
I hope so. But these girls are fooling niggas, right? But yeah, that's a different conversation.
And you raise an interesting point because he has 3 children by 3 different women.
Oh, wow.
So why not make this the 4th? You know, and I think he's in. Hold on. Let me backtrack because I don't know if
he might be gay.
Hold on. Okay, you're taking this way left.
He might be gay.
You want to substantiate that?
I mean, 4 different women, 3 different women, 3 different children. No signs of sticking around. Maybe he likes something else. Maybe he's yearning. Maybe just yearning for another body part.
I don't think that adds up. I don't think that adds up. It just shows to me that he is a person of low integrity, if not no integrity. Okay.
Or he's just young and doesn't know what the fuck he wants. What is he, under 25?
He's 23.
Yeah. He probably doesn't know what he wants.
Listen, at 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen,
At 23 was crazy.
Listen, okay. At 23, I understand getting girls pregnant, especially when you have the financial stability that he does. But once that child comes into the world, that's your responsibility. As a man, that is your job to be there for that child physically, not just financially, because a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on the finances. That's cool, but nothing outweighs a father being there physically. And for Anthony Edward to have it in his heart to walk away from his daughter as some sort of gotcha, that's what you get for keeping this baby, is so sickening to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your daughter. And you know what's going to happen? She's going to grow up wondering where the fuck her father is. And she's going to know that her father did not want to have anything to do with her.
He had a girl? She had a girl?
A little girl, yes. A baby girl. That baby's innocent in this whole situation. And you have two reckless adults just thinking about themselves. Okay?
Passing bodily fluids.
What you're doing is the lowest form of scumbaggery. Look after your child. I understand you didn't want the baby.
I'm gonna give him. No.
I gotta give him an olive branch. I understand you didn't want the baby, but the baby's here.
Yes, but
do the right thing.
But I gotta give him an olive branch. He's a little younger.
No, we're not using age. He's an adult.
I hope he grows up and understands.
And this is not his first rodeo. He has three kids by three different women.
And you can make
he needs to be a man. Right? And being a man doesn't mean just financially, physically be there for your child. That's your offspring.
And you can make three mistakes.
At 23, could you walk away from a baby that you knew was yours? Why not?
I personally wouldn't.
Because instinctively, we all know this. As young men, that is not the right thing to do.
Right, but people make mistakes regardless.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake.
He's gonna look back in 20 years from now, or 15 years, whatever it is. Something's gonna go off in his brain where he's sitting at home and his fourth or fifth, sixth baby mom left him, took most of his money, because by that time he's gonna be a little bit older, and the checks stop coming in. It's gonna be he's probably gonna have a eureka moment. I'm rooting for this kid.
Anthony Edward.
Oh, we get this shit together.
Anthony Edward, unscumbag yourself.